Imagine waking up tomorrow and seeing an email from YouTube telling you that your channel is no longer eligible for monetization. For many creators, that single message can feel like the end of everything. No more ad revenue. No more predictable monthly income. And suddenly, thousands, or even millions, of views don't mean what they used to. But here's the part most creators don't think about: getting demonetized doesn't necessarily mean your audience disappears. And if you understand how to turn an audience into a business, losing AdSense doesn't have to mean losing your income. In fact, some creators eventually discover something surprising: YouTube was never supposed to be the entire business. It was supposed to be the traffic source. So today, we're going to look at how creators can build income after demonetization, and why depending entirely on YouTube ads can be one of the biggest mistakes a creator makes. Let's start with the obvious. When you build a channel around AdSense, your income is connected to something you don't control. You don't control the recommendation system. You don't control advertiser demand. You don't control RPM. And you certainly don't control YouTube's monetization decisions. Even if your channel remains monetized, a change in audience behavior or advertising demand can dramatically change what you earn. That's why two channels with similar view counts can have completely different businesses. One creator sees YouTube as a paycheck. Another sees YouTube as a distribution platform. That difference matters. Because if YouTube is your entire business, every algorithm change feels like a financial emergency. But if YouTube is simply where you attract your audience, demonetization becomes a problem you can work around. Your audience is more valuable than your ads. Here's the most important idea in this entire video. Your subscribers aren't valuable because YouTube pays you for them. They're valuable because some of them may care enough about your work to support you directly. Think about it. A channel could have 100,000 subscribers and almost no real relationship with its audience. Another channel might have only 5,000 highly engaged viewers who genuinely care about the creator's work. The second audience can sometimes be much more valuable. Why? Because the creator can offer something beyond advertisements. That could be a membership, a Patreon community, a newsletter, a digital product, an online course, affiliate recommendations, consulting, freelance services, or even exclusive content. The important part is that the creator isn't asking, "How many views did I get?" They're asking, "How much value can I create for the people who actually care?" One of the simplest alternatives to AdSense is direct audience support. Platforms such as Patreon allow creators to offer exclusive content or community benefits in exchange for recurring payments. And you don't necessarily need millions of subscribers. Let's say you have 10,000 genuinely interested viewers. If only 1% decide to support you at $5 per month, that's 100 paying members. That's $500 per month before considering other income streams. Now imagine the same audience at a higher value membership tier. The point isn't that every creator will achieve those numbers. The point is that you don't need every viewer to become a customer. You need a small percentage of the right viewers. This changes the entire way you think about YouTube. Instead of trying to make every viewer generate ad revenue, you can focus on building a smaller audience that trusts you enough to support your work. The second opportunity is affiliate marketing. If your channel discusses software, AI tools, creator tools, cameras, microphones, editing software, online services, or other products, you may be able to earn commissions when viewers make qualifying purchases through your links. And this can work even when the channel itself isn't earning advertising revenue. For example, imagine a video about building a faceless YouTube channel. Instead of relying exclusively on AdSense, the creator could recommend legitimate tools they actually use: editing software, research tools, thumbnail tools, microphones, hosting services, or other relevant products. The key is relevance. Don't turn every video into an advertisement. Your recommendation should naturally solve a problem your audience already has. This is where YouTube becomes much more powerful. Instead of constantly asking, how do I get more views? You can start asking, what problem does my audience have that I can solve? Maybe you have a template. Maybe you have a digital guide. Maybe you have a course. Maybe you provide consulting. Maybe you sell a service. Maybe you create a paid community. The possibilities depend completely on the niche. And this is one reason niche channels can be extremely powerful. A small audience with a specific problem can sometimes be more commercially valuable than a massive audience with no clear need. Demonetization doesn't automatically erase your ability to work with brands. A sponsor isn't necessarily paying you because YouTube monetizes your video. They're paying because your audience is valuable to them. That means a channel with a specific, highly relevant audience can potentially attract sponsors even without huge view counts. But there's an important distinction. Don't accept every sponsorship simply because you're worried about losing income. If you promote products your audience doesn't trust, you can damage the one asset that matters most, your credibility. Your audience is the business. Protect it. Here's a strategy that many creators ignore until it's too late. Build an audience outside YouTube. A newsletter. A website. A Discord community. A social media presence. A customer list. Or another legitimate platform where you can communicate with your audience. Why? Because your YouTube subscribers don't give you guaranteed access to every person who subscribed. The platform decides what gets shown. An external audience gives you another communication channel. And this doesn't mean abandoning YouTube. Quite the opposite. YouTube can become the discovery engine. Your other platforms become the relationship layer. Your products and services become the business layer. That's a much stronger system than depending on one revenue source. But there's a big warning. There's something creators need to understand. Demonetization isn't a strategy. You shouldn't deliberately create low-quality or policy-violating content and then assume you'll simply make money somewhere else. If your channel violates YouTube's monetization policies, the better long-term strategy is to understand the reason, improve the content, and use the appropriate appeal or reapplication process when available. And this is especially important in the current environment. YouTube has been paying increasing attention to repetitive, mass-produced and low-value content. So if your entire channel is built around automatically generated videos with little original value, simply replacing AdSense with Patreon won't solve the underlying problem. You need an audience that has a reason to trust you. And trust comes from original value. The biggest mistake creators make. The biggest mistake isn't getting demonetized. It's building a business where YouTube is the only thing holding the business together. Think about it. If one platform controls your traffic, your advertising, your recommendations, and your relationship with your audience, then you don't really have a diversified business. You have one distribution channel. That's why the smartest creators start building additional revenue streams before they actually need them. Don't wait until your income reaches zero. Build the second income source while the first one is still working. So what should you do? If your channel is currently monetized, don't panic. Start building an audience that would still matter if AdSense disappeared tomorrow. Create valuable content. Build trust. Collect an audience through legitimate channels. Experiment with affiliate products that genuinely fit your niche. Develop a product or service when you have a real problem worth solving. Consider memberships or direct support if your audience wants deeper access. And most importantly, stop measuring your entire business by views alone. Views are attention. Attention can become an audience. An audience can become a community. And a community can become a business. That's the real opportunity. YouTube can be an incredible place to build an audience. But it should never be the only thing your business depends on. Because algorithms change. Policies change. Advertiser demand changes. And platforms change. Your audience is the asset you should be building. So if YouTube ever takes away your ad revenue, you shouldn't be asking, how do I survive without YouTube? You should be asking, how do I turn the audience I've already built into a business? Because once you understand that difference, demonetization doesn't have to be the end of your channel. It can be the moment you realize that your channel was never supposed to be your entire business in the first place. If you want more breakdowns on YouTube monetization, creator income, AI channels, and the business behind YouTube, subscribe to Unmonetized.